We start that game off here for winter semis on Miami Dome with Pugsy and Jetbean for spring championships.
By the numbers, this would favor Pugsy just barely in terms of PR, but when you look at the game counts, it actually favors Jetbean. He's won 3 games to the 2 of Pugsy.
Yeah, which is that was actually, I believe, from the looks of things, at Steel Series just recently. So he's got the matchup in favor of him on the most recent time that they've met up. So Jetbean has really been performing well over the last few tournaments, and Pugsy has been performing immaculately today. One thing we're seeing off the start, though, is a lot of the axe, because he can't get to the sword, but the sword has been the problem for everybody so far. Oh yeah,
Pugsy's sword has been the answer to so many questions. Might be the answer to who's going to get the first stock, as well as he's got the stage control. Gravity cancels a down sig for that extra height, and he'll get the first stock.
Great job right there, like you said. It might be the answer, and it indeed was. But now you have to run, help, get away from Mordex, because Jetbean is hovering, and he just misses out, using that platform well, but it's not enough to get away from the end sig.
Jetbean immediately throws out the end sig to finish up that stock, and this one might be going down to the wire as well.
I think it is. I think just from that first stock alone, you could see the behavior patterns. You can see how the respect they're giving even right now. Nobody's trying to overcommit, and that means that they are paying attention. They're actually thinking. So I'm hoping that this one goes the distance, because they've all been really good so far.
Jetbean a little bit more damaged.
Yeah, just
okay,
so
punish.
Wow. That's not one we see too often, and that is a huge punish for that. Going off stage, trying to catch him with the side stick for going a little bit early. The D-Light's just going to miss on the side, following up with another one. But still, even after he misses out on those, Pugsy gets the stage, and Jetbean's still capitalizing.
Yeah, Jetbean is definitely finding some good ins onto Pugsy, but a side air from Pugsy, and he's back to his answer.
A good defense right there, avoiding the follow-up side air that Pugsy just missed out on. This is extremely close again, but the side air connects as he goes all the way back off stage. And both of them actually have been really good at awareness of reversals. That one finally worked, but you saw Jetbean was doing the same quite a few times there too.
Yeah, they're each trying to get those reversals whenever they can. Jetbean cleans up the stock so quick.
Yeah, wasting no time at all. This is extremely close between the two of them. Jetbean, weapon advantage right now, trying to find a combo opener while he can. He gets to hover over the weapon, but the weapon toss doesn't pick one back up. It actually allows Pugsy to get in.
Okay. Double nair, doesn't go for the Sair. Didn't see the dodge out from Pugsy.
All right, gonna get him on the whip punish there, going for the neutral light, but Pugsy capitalizing. Pugsy getting not as many hits, but the hits that he does get count so much. He's controlling the stage, reads the dodge up, gets him with the dare, keeps him stuck on the ledge. It's looking pretty good so far, Duke.
Yeah, this is looking good for either one of them. The recovery connects, side air connects, Pugsy's out of there. Jetbean takes game number 1.
Bro, I'm a fan of Jetbean. I am here for Jetbean, man. Jetbean continues to impress with each individual round that he plays. It can't be said enough. I know we keep kind of harping on it, but he is having such an amazing run. He's beating it like that. I know that's only round 1, but that's not the first time we've seen him take that round 1 and go, wow. This is against someone who's been looking incredible himself, with Pugsy too so far, but I think Pugsy's going to answer back very well. That wasn't too far off.
No, that was definitely still doable on either side. Just one good offstage engagement in favor of Jetbean, and he was able to close that one out. Pugsy keeping with the picks, of course. I don't really expect Pugsy to make any swaps off of this pick.
No. The Finn through and through is not really much reason to switch off. I think it's the biggest thing is just figuring out how Jetbean likes to approach and punish, because he's finding his straight hits, but how does he find the follow-ups? You got to figure out your defensive options when you're in those. The immediate ground pound saying, absolutely not, I'm not dealing with this right now, I'm getting back down.
He tried to get back to the ground as fast as possible.
Say ejectocito, cuz I'm getting down. Well, ejecto's almost getting caught off the top right there. Jetbean, weapon toss up, waiting for him to go towards the platform. I think he was looking for the dodge, but Pugsy never giving it to him.
No, but Pugsy gets a little bit of a juggle. Great spot dodge from Jetbean inside of the downlight from Pugsy, and he's going to get the first stock.
Yeah, and that first stock, Jetbean probably going to disappear very shortly. He gets access to the axe. Luckily, he hits him before he could pull out the side air on the instant weapon spawn. That side air is going to hit, and that's going to get us back to even.
This one I mean, at the rate this one's going, could easily see this one go to Game 5.
I don't think that's just any other way. It could be a similar situation where Meg D wasn't able to capitalize on the first game, and it took longer to get to Game 5, but this is very even skill set right now. I'm very impressed by it. Not going for the D-Lights. He keeps going for D-Lights, so he decides to go for the mix-up, try and snatch him. Pugsy running away accordingly, gets the wall touch. Now Jet Bean.
Okay, gets in, gets a side air. Neutral light. More side airs. Pugsy starting to find some momentum here against Jet Bean.
Yeah, just kind of hovering. Once again, both of them just trying to wait to start that conversation. I mean, we have an excellent icebreaker. We all play Brawlhalla, so having the ability to get that combo started, a little bit scarier than normal, but Jet Bean getting himself back in, going for the weapon toss down. Luckily, he was far away from that.
Man. Again, down to the wire, each stock, both of them getting into the red. Pugsy has the stage control, goes for the ground pound, doesn't hit.
Ooh, okay, didn't get punished for that, Duke, but he's going to get set back off. That time he did get punished. Looking for the ground pound. No, Jet Bean realizing it was not worth it, just out of position.
And the delayed recovery from Jet Bean. Pugsy hits a side air, not enough. Another side air. Pugsy has the lead, but just barely. I mean, Jet Bean has to come in, throw out a heavy button, and he's probably going to even it up.
Exactly. That's pretty much exactly what happened with the first stock. Jet Bean had a lead. Pugsy answered right back with the side air, and now Jet Bean has him in an opportunity where, yeah, that's it. Just keep jumping around, find a side air. He's going to send him back off stage. Going for the gauntlets to try and get a quicker hit, possibly. Here, he's going to snatch up with the nair. Weapon toss down, but not going to connect and misses on the D-Light.
Still not going to finish off the neutral air. Does not have enough force. The neutral light will from the right side. Jet Bean cleans it up. Easy enough.
No damage taken at all. Duke, like, usually at this point I'd ask, what do you want to see that can be done differently? But what can be done differently between these two? Because the skill set has been so close.
They're both so good at getting out of any of the big, like, momentum potentials, right? You're not seeing those long extended strings from Jet Bean. You're not seeing those big sword combos come out from Pugsy. They're both playing it so well defensively, and the second one of them finds the answer to the other one's defense, that's when we're going to start seeing momentum build.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest examples of simplicity is key, but trying to go for a big play right there, going for the dunk, misses out again as well on the landing. Pugsy smartly going to the top of the platform at least, but now he has an opener. Pugsy needs to capitalize here, and he lets him get back on.
Spot dodges, expecting Jet Bean to swing. Jet Bean has the scythe in hand. This is his tool for building up damage, but also potentially KOs as he hits the end sig.
If Jet Bean could potentially go up 2 games here right now, that would be bad for Pugsy, because Pugsy needs to keep this even throughout. You do not want to go back and forth, and Pugsy does exactly that. Finds the side air, gets us to 1 game apiece.
1 each. Are we just going to play the whole set on Miami? No, Jet Bean bans it out. Does not want to see that map anymore.
I think part of it had to do with how elusive Pugsy was on the platforms. I think it's like, well, you keep getting around me on all of these platforms. You got around me quite a few times when I had stage control. I'm going to take that away from you. I'm pretty sure I didn't see where they picked, but we're still going to get a platform, which in fact is going to still be a platform. We're going to see Apocalypse, but at least this time he's going to have the ability to have one half of the stage work for him for the Mordex.
Yeah, he'll have some places to retreat to, but here we go. Game number 3. Winner of this one starts to build some set momentum, starts to get this one from 1 away, but again, they're not finding any big hits.
Yeah, I mean, this is 2 big stories right now. Is this who takes this W matters so much? And great capitalization because recovery got hit out, closing him out on the way back down with the end sig, but not enough to kill off the top. But again, Pugsy, every single win helps that position so much more. For Jet Bean, this is just Jet Bean making a name for himself, but going to be having to talk a little bit more about that name loss because he loses that first stock. Incredible play from Pugsy.
What a gravity cancel from Pugsy to throw out that down light, a little bit delayed, and it catches Jet Bean off guard. Now Pugsy has to hold on. He can't get this extra credit if he gets caught by Jet Bean too many times.
Yeah, luckily for Pugsy, even though Jet Bean decided to come here, you have the extra survivability off the top, so it works out a bit, but Jet Bean looking to catch the weapon spawn, timing with that recovery, not going to connect, and holding stage, waiting for the punish, and there it is, and that's going to get him back into an even game because he's not making it back from that.
Yeah, Jet Bean went out there, wanted to guarantee it, gravity cancel side light just in case, and now stock count evened up. Pugsy got a little bit of extra credit.
Yeah, just a bit of it, and it's working somewhat good. Evasiveness to get over there to the sword.
Yeah, the chase dodge through. Wanted the weapon spawn, prioritized it over going for damage.
All right, gets caught for a change. We actually have seen very minimal of those connect on the ledger, but JetBean not able to get too much out. And I think that's actually a pretty important thing to point out. JetBean, the compliment we gave him at the start was how much his reward has been with the Scythe. His reward on hit, well, I was almost proven a liar. It's slowed down. It's become 2 pieces rather than 4 to 5.
Yeah, Pugsy has just been so good at making sure he changes up his dodges, but he keeps getting caught by that end sig. JetBean could get the stock advantage. Pugsy with the haymaker.
Not enough to do it off the side. Pugsy just needs, trying to go for the reverse hit on recovery, realizing not really the best spot to go for the sider, but JetBean gonna, just misses, and that's gonna cost him the stock.
Great capitalization from Pugsy. Recognized he got away with that one, and he's going to steal that stock from JetBean.
Now to keep it going here, if you are Pugsy, you talk about the extra credit. He needs to go to all the classes. He needs to beg for that because he did not. He got lazy and didn't get the extra damage. Now it wasn't lazy, but great punish there from JetBean.
And now final stocks game 3. Both of them want this one. JetBean, Scythe in hand, Pugsy axe in hand.
The amount of endurance that it takes to keep yourself calm during these sets that keep going down to the wire like this. We just saw it previously with Megdi Luna. It is happening again here with Pugsy JetBean. The skill set's so close. You can't be the one to overextend too much, especially in front of what JetBean is trying to do right now. However, he's starting to get juggled a bit. Just missed, and that's going to lead to JetBean getting some damage.
He's got weapon advantage. Pugsy, that weapon toss actually knocks him down so he doesn't get caught by JetBean's downlight. Uh-oh, JetBean, plenty of weapons, plenty of stage control.
Yeah, just waiting for a mistake from Pugsy. Pugsy gonna get himself back on arm nair, pushes him back, but that's gonna lead to the game, and JetBean moves up 2-1.
Pugsy tries to push the pressure as he goes in for the haymaker, and JetBean was ready for it. Gravity canceled downlight into the recovery, and JetBean about to make another upset.
Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. JetBean is about to do this again. Don't let it be you. Don't let yourself get added to this list of wins that he's been getting. Pugsy trying to get that matchup, like you were saying, with the twos partners to get himself a match against Luna. First has to get through this Mordex potentially here in JetBean.
I gotta believe people have been sleeping on JetBean, thinking that, you know what, he's PR 26, this should be relatively even, should just walk through this. But right now, Pugsy has to win this one to take this to game 5.
And back to Miami Dome at that too. The evasive platform's back. It's pretty much what helped him out before. Gonna have the ability to kind of dip dodge around and get away from some issues, but for JetBean, you're feeling better because you were able to get that last W.
Yeah, I mean, JetBean's got to feel a little comfortable right now. Even a loss here means that he gets map pick for game number 5.
And if I'm Pugsy, I'm actually feeling a little scared because even though okay, never mind, he's getting some buffers, but for JetBean, he's moving a lot more around when he's getting a neutral light. Before, he was just kind of doing it and standing still. If he wakes up to that here early, that's going to spell real bad for Pugsy.
Well, he's over to the gauntlet, so Pugsy doesn't have to worry about that just yet. Manages to dodge over it.
That was so close. That would have taken him out there with all that damage he has right now at the orange. That would have been incredible. But Pugsy pushing him back off stage, trying to find maybe a D-Light Sair. Oh, okay, neutral light's going to send him back off anyways. Weapon toss down maybe. No, going off stage, going for the recovery, but JetBean gets back on.
And now JetBean's got the Scythe. He's likely going to be looking for the end light into the end sig. It's worked so well against Pugsy. There it is.
Capitalizing every time, but it's not going to be enough this time. Just a little bit longer. Just misses out on the chase from JetBean. JetBean catches him that time, though, trying to get off the platforms, and he gets the first stock.
JetBean marching towards the winner's final. Wants to challenge Luna. Pugsy has an axe. Can he get the side air? Can he finish the stock off? Keep this one even.
He's hunting for it right now. That's 2 whiffs. He's looking for maybe a third one. He's going to come off the platform, and he just misses. 2 of them getting away from... JetBean is just saying, go ahead, try it. Try it. I'm on borrowed time. I will fight back. And it's working so far.
Oh my gosh, JetBean getting so much extra credit now. Pugsy needs to find a finisher here.
Pugsy is starting to bleed out. He's getting damaged a lot, and it's going to be such a hard match to come back from because Duke, JetBean is up 2 stocks.
JetBean on the precipice of a 3-stock to close out the set. Pugsy is in trouble.
JetBean is going to take advantage of the fact that this first stock here, again, is borrowed time. He's going to lose it right there, but he has a full fresh stock to get as much extra damage on the Pugsy as possible to seal this deal.
Pugsy needs to get these 2 stocks without losing his if he wants to take this to game 5. Otherwise, JetBean's continuing on.
JetBean just waiting. Pugsy looking for an anti-air, trying to catch a D-Light, but he avoids him. JetBean punishing him repeatedly. You cannot afford to take more damage, and Pugsy is struggling to get down. He's going to switch over to... actually, never mind. It was still another axe, so I think at some point we're going to see him rapidly try to switch to the sword if he gets the chance.
Dude, the barrage of recoveries coming out from JetBean is just too much for Pugsy. Side air. One more weapon toss. Pugsy barely avoids it, but he doesn't get the wall touch. JetBean is done with it. 3-1. JetBean's going to the winners final.
JetBean versus Luna in winners finals of Spring Championships. Add to that list of the insanity that is this elimination bracket. Pugsy finding his way down there amongst many other people who were able to get a lot of great W's to push others down. Pugsy has now joined them down there in the elimination bracket.
PR